I will wait 2 minutes and I start the class.
So, the exam will be mostly of MCQs or theory?
Multiple choice.
Only multiple choice?
Yes, all.
Okay. Sir, I have a doubt related to this, like demand and demand curve. Can you explain demand curve once again for a bit, like a brief something?
Demand curve.
Yeah,
Only demand curve or demand and supply.
both. It's like a brief introduction, a brief something,
Do you want to open first or shall I have to finish this and then?
No, just a brief. Okay, okay. Take your time. Because I
I
have
will.
exam by, no, I have exam on by like half an hour. I have exam on like 10 p.m. a.m. English exam.
10 p.m.
Sorry,
Yes,
a.m.
sir. Good
a.m.
morning.
10 a.m.
Morning,
a.m.
10 a.m. 10 a.m. Good morning.
We have exam this morning, 10 a.m.
Yes. So you want me to repeat this supply demand?
Yes, sir.
You understand? Have you understood this elasticity and everything?
Yeah, elasticity, I'll go through it once again, but supply and demand is like a bit confusing. Can you explain it once again?
You mean the equations? How you gonna calculate it? This?
No, no, the theory part. The theory part.
You want me to explain the theory? Okay.
Okay. Yes.
I have to upload then. Okay, I will open another file.
For the exam, we would be allowed to have a paper to do a working.
No, no drawing, nothing. Actually, I don't have any graphical question. But I have supply demand applications either.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
What is the stamp for the midterm exam?
About the midterm exam,
Yes, sir.
what do you want to ask?
The time and the date.
Today at 3 o'clock is the exam.
Okay, thank you, sir.
I have to open the chapter 2, I think, because these are not much related to your request. Not this also. Let me open from the other. This is trade. Chapter 4. I'm opening the chapter. Okay. You have understood this, chapter 3. This is enough. You want only 4, I think, because it is related each other. I think only the curves you read. You want the graphical explanation, I think, theory, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If this is
Exam.
so
So what time is our exam today?
at 3 o'clock, you, you want it is better that you switch your microphone. You want me to
All right, sir.
define this demand curve,
Yes, sir.
how it is related each other, and then supply
Yes, sir.
and
Yes.
the slopes and the equation. Okay, as you are seeing here, demand curve is inversely proportional to the price, isn't it? Because quantity increased and demand is price is decreasing. As much as demand is increasing, this means the price should be reduced because consumers or demand is dependent to the cheaper and of course lower price. As much as the price is becoming cheaper, we are enjoying to shop as in the seasonal discount, isn't it? Therefore, the relationship between price and quantity is inversely proportional. You are observing as in the graphic illustrated, at point 3 there is no demand, no quantity demanded. And point 0 there is 12 units which is free of charge. Therefore, between price and demand, quantity demanded is inversely proportional relationship realized. You have understood this? You are seeing this graphic.
Yes, sir. Yes, we're seeing it.
No problem with this.
No, no.
And when the demand shifted to the right, this means there is enlargement on demand, and it is either the price reduced or the income is increasing or some other substitution effect is realized here. And if it is shifted to the right, then there is the opposite. You understand? Because if the price is increasing, then the people demand is reduced, or if the income is reduced, then we are not able to buy more. Therefore,
Okay.
this kind of problems or parameters affecting and changing the demand as it is written here, price, income, prices of related goods, which we are shifting the demand curve to the right or to the left, depending to this substitution effect, our taste, our quality of the products or expectations and number of buyers affecting this demand curve and shifting demand curve either to the right or to the left. If it is increased, if income is increasing, we are shifting the demand curve to the right. If it is decreasing the income or the price, then we are shifting, or our demand curve is shifted to the left. Okay? And
Yes,
when
yes.
we are looking to this demand curve, there are some, of course, equations as it is given here. QD is equal to A minus BP, where A is the intercept point and B is the slope of this curve and P is the price, the variable, the only variable that we are using for the demand curve. And if the slope is estimated depending to these changes from price P1 to P0 or P0 to B1 or Q1 to Q0, then you are getting the slope. Usually, price is reduced from P1 to P0 and Q1 is increasing Q1 to Q0 or vice versa. If the price is increased from P0 to P1, this means the quantity demanded is reduced from Q0 to Q1. Therefore, delta P over delta Q will give this slope, which is illustrated with B. And it is, as you are understanding, negatively related to this equation because price and quantity are inversely proportional. You have understood? It's clear, this part also? Or you have any question? Do we have question?
No, sir, it's fine. Thank you.
And this supply curve is similarly price and quantity proportionally related, as you are observing here. When the price is 1, the quantity produced is 1 unit. When the price goes 1.50, then the quantity produced is supposed to be 2 units. And when the price goes 2, the quantity produced is supposed 3, and 250 is 4, and 3 is going to be 5. Therefore, there is proportional relationship between price and quantity. Okay? And when the supply curve shifted right, this means there is some enlargement in the production, or there is some demand which is increasing and enlarging this, or there is some other variables which I am going to give you here. If it is decreasing, the expectations either is reduced or some negativities in the market is realized, or the profit or the price is supposed to be reduced here. As it is given here, the input price, the technology, the expectations, the number of sellers, so-called the oligopoly, monopoly market structure is affecting and changing this price, and of course the position of the supply is going to be shifted to the left or to the right. When the price is increasing, is expected that the supply curve shifted to the left, and when it is going to be up, then it is going to be enlarged and increased, as it is illustrated here. And as I said to you, supply curve is important because it is dependent to the price changes. As much as the price goes up,
automatic schedule. What do you know about how to navigate out there?
What is this? Do you have any question? Because I am hearing some people talking. Is it clear? As you see, production operation process is dependent to the technology. And when you are looking at the factors of production or components of the production, which we are going to exercise in the following chapters, is the labor, the capital, the land. These factors, the equation of the supply or output is dependent to the labor, capital, land, technology, and these must be, of course, changing and increasing or decreasing for shifting the demand supply curve to the right or to the left. Therefore, price affecting the supply curve, technology, if it is you have high-tech production operation process, this will then enlarge the production and of course shifting the supply curve to the upper level. Therefore, this kind of parameters and changes in the production operation process affecting and changing the supply curve either. And as it is illustrated here, law of supply, which is given here, again, dependent to this curve, and the curve is supposed to be equated with A plus BP, where A is the intercept, positive numbers, and B is supposed to be again positive because there is a positive slope between delta P and delta Q, because as much as the price is going up, the quantity produced is increasing. As you see here, when the price goes from 3 to 4, the amount of production is increased from 500 to 750. Therefore, as given here, the slope will be estimated depending to this positive number, and as much as the slope is positive, the relationship between price and quantity is positively related. Do you have any questions? Shall I have to stop here and go back to the chapter, new chapter, or you want me to go further? This surplus, if the demand curve, as you are seeing this right-angled demand curve, is the welfare area, and as much as this right-angled triangle shifted up, the welfare, consumer welfare, is supposed to be reduced, and as much as the producer gain, which is again the right-angled, the upper part of the supply curve, is the producer gain, as much as going up. This means the supplier will enjoy to get more profit. Therefore, the producer gain is supposed to be enlarged here. You are understanding? And if it is above the equilibrium, we call this surplus, excessive supply, and excessive surplus, and there is less demand and more supply. And if it is below, then there is, of course, shortage. When price is higher than equilibrium, then the quantity supplied is higher than quantity demanded. There is excessive supply, and supplier will lower the price to increase sales, thereby moving towards the equilibrium. We have to reduce the price. This means the demand capacity is reduced here. As you are seeing here, demand is less than supply, and between 4 and 10, there is a surplus. The producer produced 10 units, and the demand capacity is only 4 units. Therefore, there is between the difference 10 and 4, where it is 6 units, is the surplus. And if this is in the below area is illustrated, then there is, of course, shortage. And if it is shifted to the upper level, as you are observing here, as I said to you, this is affecting and changing the demand to the upper level, whether you are having more income or the price is affected and, of course, shifted to the upper level, and these things affecting and changing the demand curve. And as much as the price goes up, as you are observing, the supply is enlarged here. And if the supply is reduced, then this is then showing us there is, of course, less production, because now the supply is affected and reduced towards and to the equilibrium, towards to the right side, left side, sorry. This is then results of higher prices. Do you have any question?
No, sir.
This is because of supply is increased and enlarged. The amount may be, but reducing the demand from 7 to 4. Therefore, as much as you are increasing the price, the demand capacity is reduced, whilst you are increasing and expecting to increase the supply. This is not realized as much as you are observing, and it's creating surplus in the economy. And we have done this also. Shall I have to go further this also, or shall I stop and go back? You want me to go further this to explain you these graphics?
No, thank you, sir.
You want me to go back? You are understanding these shifts, because it is clearly illustrated here. If you can, I can go on. I can continue to explain you. Do you want me to explain, or if you have any crucial, if you have any specific question, ask me, then I will explain, because I don't know which part you don't understand. Because these are the, of course, theory, and you have to exercise perfectly. This is also important. As you are observing in the graphics, this is explaining very comprehensively. If you want, I can go further. You want me?
Sir, I think it's understood here.
Shall I have to go on to finish this, or stop and go back to the new chapter? Do you want me
No,
to go?
sir.
Is okay?
For me, it's okay.
Okay, then I will jump to the next chapter, okay? The chapter 6 that we are starting. Okay? Is that okay for you? Okay, we are jumping. This is also related to the supply and demand, and you will understand also a little bit more these things because we are talking about the supply and demand here, also price ceiling and price floor. And if you don't understand, you ask me. Okay, we are coming again here, chapter 6, these government policies, the supply, demand. We are here concentrating to the interventions because we are requiring sometimes the government interventions for balancing or for bringing the market to the equilibrium position. Therefore, we are using either price interventions to the market or price floor or price ceiling, so-called, to see how it is going to be affected when these interventions realize in the market. Price ceiling is the intervention, is a situation when